All right, guys, we are here with Kieran today for the first time. We're going to be playing Resident Evil 2.
This video is sponsored by Capcom. The new Resident Evil 2 remake came out January 25th, so check out the link in the description and get your copy today. Pretty much what I'm going to be doing in this one is I'm going to play through the beginning, but I'm going to try to get the secret zombie which gets you the costume key. So we're going to take a look at the cool costumes.
That's hard?
Yeah, because you have to get through the beginning without any item pickups. So you have to run through everything. I'm probably going to take some damage in some places, and then the zombie on top of that takes like 20 shots to kill.
This is going to be very interesting for me because I suck at the Resident Evil games, never got used to the tank controls, and with Resident Evil 2, I never passed the first screen because as soon as it begins, you get ambushed by zombies. You don't even have time to get used to the controls. So
when was that you played that?
Oh, it was like when this was newer. It was a long time ago.
All right, you ready for this?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Resident Evil 2.
We have Kieran mostly playing today because he's more familiar with the series, so we thought that would be good.
Yeah, neither Mike nor I are very familiar with PlayStation 1 games that much, really.
I had the PlayStation 1, if you remember, in college, but I had a very small library of games, and I did not own this, so this is pretty new for me. I've seen a little bit of the game like on YouTube and stuff, but I haven't actually played it. So
I had a friend who had PlayStation, so I played the first Resident Evil and the second one, but I played a little like Twisted Metal, but not too much. Most of the games I played later, like in the recent years.
I've played every single one. This is my favorite series of games right here. And this is my favorite game pretty much of all time.
And you helped a lot with the nerd episodes. So if it wasn't for your knowledge, I would not have known anything.
That was almost like an excuse for me to use work time to play Resident Evil. So I pretty much I played through the whole second game, both scenarios, and I think I used maybe like 12 seconds of footage from it. But the thing that's cool about this game too, so I'm starting the game on disc 1 as Leon, but when you beat the game, you reload it as Claire, and it takes place on a different side of the game. So you actually, the way we're going in this one, when you play as Claire, it's a completely separate part of the game that you play through. And it also changes the story. It completes the story because it's supposed to be, there's two characters going at the same area in different times and in different places.
Is there like a cliffhanger to get to the second disc or something?
No, it's just once you beat the game, you reload it. You start a new game as that second character.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, but it starts you in a completely different place.
I remember when this came out, especially when the first Resident Evil came out, these games, the graphics were very impressive. Yeah. So this was definitely like a big jump when this kind of thing came out. Because I do remember looking at this being like, wow, like this is like there's real voices, like it looked enough like real people, you know? Yeah, I mean, that was impressive. I was, when the PlayStation came out, I didn't expect it, like I just didn't see it coming. And I was saving my money for Nintendo 64, which kept getting delayed year after year. And then eventually when it came out, it was a cartridge console.
Surprisingly, Resident Evil 2 is on 64 and it's really good. All right, I'm gonna try to zigzag in and out of every zombie I see and try to take as minimal damage as I can. Get there, run this way, past that guy. And then there's gonna be two more in this area over here. I'm gonna try cause this guy drops a shotgun, which sucks because I can't pick it up. I can't pick up any items in this beginning part. Okay. That's the way you activate the zombie.
Now this game is like a fixed camera angle thing. The later games, are they also like that, or do they change it up?
The fourth one isn't fixed camera, and Code Veronica it has parts where the camera will follow you, but it is also fixed camera angle. But Resident Evil Code Veronica was originally the real third game, but PlayStation was like, "Hey, we want another sequel for PlayStation before you go to Dreamcast." Right. I gotta drop down, turn myself, run. Oh shit! Okay. And then there's two. Well, that's okay. I only took 2 hits so far.
So you kind of know where to weave.
Yeah, the thing is the zombies are slow. It's just that when you play a game like this, especially when these first came out, your first instinct is just shoot everything you see. but you're so limited on ammo that you really have to pick your fights. Like, you gotta...
If you went slow during that part, they come out. And...
They'll come and get you. Okay. You can kind of mess with them.
Stop and go like, oh, what's the trigger? Or like, what if if you don't know the controls like right away, then
stomp. And then I'm gonna kill this one, just because. Okay. Let me
so, what was your first time playing this game like?
I was a kid, and this game scared the shit out of me, to be honest. Like, the thing is too, like, hopefully we won't see it, but when you die, every zombie swarms on you and just eats you until like you scream and you're dead. So it's pretty like, especially like going from like games like Mortal Kombat, which really are violent, but they're not that bad. Oh yeah, I think I did it.
The third game, I watched my roommates play it a lot, and I remember it always having these moments that made them jump, and that was the first time I think I ever witnessed anyone like scared over a game.
There he is. That's the secret zombie right there. He's actually, it's the helicopter pilot from the first game that leaves you in the field. But I don't have enough bullets to actually kill him, so I'm gonna run into the police station.
Is this the challenge?
Quick. Yeah, now I have to kill him though. That's the other thing. Okay. But now I can start picking up items because he's there. Because he's gonna take every single shot out of my pistol to kill him. So I have to.
If you miss, it's over.
Yeah, if I miss, like, I have to run and get more bullets, or I have to knife kill him.
What's the percentage chance of you doing this?
Oh, I'm doing it. It's 100 now. 100? Oh, it's 100% now. I'm doing it.
See, now if you fuck it up, now you're gonna feel like
now I'm an asshole. Yeah. All right, so now I'm probably gonna have to empty like most of this gun into him, which is also kind of nerve-wracking because then I have to. Okay, so the thing is, this is two parts: killing him and then getting to the room where you actually use the key is the second part of it.
Isn't it amazing seeing past the first screen?
Yeah.
All these years.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I saw a lot of the third game, but it was other people playing. This one, watching you play right now, it's more like the changing camera angles actually makes it seem more like watching a movie now. So it's actually more cinematic than most games because it's constantly changing the angle instead of always following. Right. But the thing is, to be able to do it as fluently, you obviously have to
and he's
know what
dead.
you're doing. And
you did it.
I killed him. I had to empty like 18 bullets into him, and then you get the special key.
So question, let's say you're playing this game normally. Could you just go by that guy and like complete the game? Or that's something you have to do?
No, you don't have to. If you play through the game in the beginning, you're most likely going to be picking up the shotgun, picking up the bullets. You're not even going to see them. Okay. So you could just get right past it. It's no thing. But what was weird was when I first played this as a kid, you go down to that little like underground area and nothing's there. So I was always like, why would they just have this area that nothing goes on in?
Is that more of a rare challenge that you've seen people, like, do a lot of people do that, or?
I've done it like once in the entire time I've ever played it, because it's always been like when I was a kid, like that was an impossibility. Like no one could kill that zombie. And it's even harder to get through all those zombies in the beginning without picking anything up and without firing your gun most of the time too.
Yeah, James talking about the N64. This game came out in 1998. So same thing. I was probably playing through Ocarina of Time at the time, and then went to college. So it's like that's why I didn't get to play this one also at that point. But
I think 3 was out by the time I was in college, maybe.
Yeah, 3 was out the next year, I think. It was kind of just, the thing about 3 was they just put it out to put another game on the PlayStation. So it actually takes place during this game and then after this game, but it's in different parts of the city.
But it's the same for me too. It's like Zelda Ocarina of Time took me like a year and a half of my life because I didn't play it consistently. I was in college. Yeah, I don't even think I finished it till like the next summer or something because I didn't have time, But and then after that, it was like, okay, video games are taking more time now. I can't play as many. I have to sort of like pick one, How
about Majora's Mask?
Still waiting on that one. I want to play that at some point.
Do you know, James or Kieran, are there bosses in this game?
Yeah, there's and they're all ridiculous too. In this one, you're fighting the guy who he's the guy who created the virus. What happened was he got shot up. The company was trying to steal the new virus from him. So he injected a bunch of it into him, and it just mutated him into this crazy monster. And then there's also the Mr. X, they call him, and he's this giant dude that is they send him into places like he's like a virus monster that just goes in and kills people.
You're talking about the final boss of Kung Fu, of course.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mr. X.
There should be like a dead dude over here I can get bullets from. There we go. His head is missing. It seems to have been twisted off. All right, you guys ready? We're about to try on some new cool costumes now.
All right.
So this is the locker right here. If you play the game and you don't have the key, you'll go up to this and says, there's a special key you need to unlock this. So without it, you can't get it. So you use a special key. And we have two outfits. Jacket. Yeah, there's a cool jacket. So you want left or right first?
The left jacket or the right clothes?
Yeah, there's like two different ones.
Oh, well, I guess you gotta go with the skull.
You want the...
Everybody's a skull.
Please wait a minute.
A skull, yeah.
All right, there we go. I got my cool jacket on.
You know what I have noticed? The loading time is not that bad with this.
No. You know what it is? It's the doors. The doors are actually a loading screen. Yeah, but it kind of like tricks you into thinking like it's not really loading.
Yeah, I remember thinking that was a clever idea.
I find that the R zone has worse loading times.
But what if you had
the R zone?
The only thing I don't get is like, well, then why don't you have to load the door?
Yeah, I don't know.
The door itself is the loading.
This is
like
the other costume.
I guess
I don't think I've ever actually seen these costumes before, but this one's kind of stupid. He's like ripped though. His arms are like huge. All right, I'm going with the jacket. I think I'm gonna stick with that. I guess since this actually took like way less time than I thought, I have a bonus Easter egg.
All right.
How far would it take to get to the boss?
Oh, I'm not getting to the boss. I'd have to play this for probably like an hour or so before I get there.
Yeah, is there another like something else funny that you find?
I have where I'll show you. There's another secret Easter egg in this. I'm actually pretty close to it too. So this is the Stars room, which is the guys in the first game. Are the Stars unit. They're like a special forces unit that lives in this city. And you pick up like files you can read. They're actually, to be honest, the stuff you can read in this game is actually kind of cool.
It'd be so great if they just for decoration, if they put on that desk some AOL free hours discs.
God, you get those in the mail.
It would start like first it was like an hour free, then
Yeah.
it was like 10 hours, then it was 100 hours, then it was like 1,000 hours. It just kept on.
Then it was just free forever.
It was just like okay, and those discs were everywhere. Like they were.
Yeah.
I think there's actually some statistics that there were more of those discs printed than there were of any like CDs that were like music or anything.
Wow.
Like if you added up all the free AOL discs.
It didn't do that much good because AOL's. Does it exist anymore?
Isn't it part of Time Warner? I think, but it was like owned by them, and I don't think it. Like I don't even think Messenger is around or anything like that. Yeah. Got the shotgun. All right, so this is the bonus Easter egg over here. Ready? You have to go over to the Stars desk over here, and what's actually cool right here is this is a picture of the. These are the guys from the first game. Okay. And the zombie is the guy. Yeah, the dude all the way to the right is the zombie that we killed in the beginning, the secret zombie.
The one guy has a gun to his head.
Yeah,
it's like look at that. He's like, he's just standing there, and he's got the gun right to the dude's head.
So to get this Easter egg, you have to check this desk 50 times.
Let's do it.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
This is like one of those in Pilot Wings, scrolling through all the levels. At least this is quick though, because not Pilot Wings. I mean SimCity.
Oh, SimCity's impossible. Yeah. Somebody did it. Somebody timed it like 3 hours.
It
takes 3 hours just to cycle through the 1,000.
Imagine that poor guy. He's like 1.
Yeah. I mean, it was great. Somebody had to do it to find out.
2.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
All right, last 10.
Wow, you're doing it quick though.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
There we go. And you get this film.
Ah.
So now I got to take this down to where
your message will self-destruct.
I keep pausing it instead of opening this. There we go. I want the shotgun because I'm going to destroy these zombies.
I'm sorry, what's the film for, though?
Oh, you'll see.
Oh, okay.
It's the secret Easter egg. Mm-hmm. All right, I want to get a good angle on this because I'm going to pop their heads off.
I have a Easter egg set, and not to mention Zelda. It's like a Super Mario World Link to the Past Easter egg set. I think I've shown it to you before. Speaking of Easter eggs.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I'll show it to you again. Okay. It's a Link to the Past Easter egg set back from the day.
Yeah. All right, so you take this film to the dark room,
Okay.
Go over
We're
here.
gonna develop the film.
Yeah, we're gonna develop the film. Ready? Here you go. This is what we got.
All right, let's see it.
Here it comes.
Uh-huh.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah, it's just
Is that Conan O'Brien?
it's
Sorry.
it's Rebecca Chambers. She's
Yeah.
one of the characters in the first game, but this is
Isn't that bad? Anybody with red hair, you can just make that
it does
joke,
kind of I
you know?
can see it like it's weird because it looks
He's
like
probably already made the joke.
Yeah. On Clueless Gamer, he's already done that.
He's
I'm
probably already
pretty
beaten
sure,
to it. Yeah.
like her head is just like it's not that's not her head on that body. Like it just doesn't look.
Yeah, it looks detached.
It's just like plopped on there, and she's like bloop, and she's playing basketball for some reason. I don't know why. This is the Easter egg though.
Well, I'm glad that you showed me Resident Evil 2, and now I know why it's such a
Yeah,
classic.
it's the best game ever made.
Best game ever made.
But
No,
yeah,
you
I guess,
you legit think this is the best one, right?
this is my favorite game ever made. I love this game.
Ever made?
Yeah,
Wow.
I this is if I had like top games list, like this would be my number.
What's your number
one.
2?
Maybe Resident Evil 4. Honestly, like I really like Resident Evil 4.
Another Resident
or
Evil.
either that
What's
or
your
it's like
third
a Metal
Resident
Gear,
Evil?
one of the Metal Gear games.
Okay.
I guess like it's hard to say which one because like I like if I were to say series, Resident Evil is my favorite. Then Metal Gear.
The NES Metal Gear?
Yeah, only the NES Metal Gear, only that
favorite.
one. And then maybe Batman Arkham City. I really like
Well,
Arkham
that
City
one,
a
yeah, I
lot.
love that game. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Thanks for showing the game and actually getting somewhere with it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I would have never gotten anywhere.
That's the thing. Honestly, this only comes from me playing this game a million times as a kid to the point where I know where everything is, I know where everything goes, and the controls, I'm just used to them. Yeah. But I can see why this game, it's a game that a lot of people missed out on nowadays that would love to play it now. But
Yeah.
most of my friends, I used to just sit and play it in front of them because they were like, I can't get past the controls, any of that.
I'm curious if they'll make that like some sort of more tutorial or a way to practice it first. So that, is it it's PS4?
Yeah, I think it's also on Xbox also. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure it's on every system. PlayStation 4, though, is what I played it on.
Yeah.
But it's so good. Compare like the differences in this and that. Like, well, you'll see eventually because we're going to be playing it.
Right.
It's more modernized controls and it's amazing looking.
When this video actually comes out, while we're having this entire conversation, can we please have this on screen the entire time?
Yeah, just this picture of
and not us, just that. Just the audio.
this could be the thumbnail.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
it
put
should-
our heads on it. But yeah, so that's Resident. That's all I have for Easter eggs. I could beat the game, but we'd be here for 6 more hours or so. Actually, no, I could do it in less. I can do it in 3.5.
All right, we'll be back
But yeah,
next
so
week.